Hey yo, what up, what up? Welcome to the Budget Bash. All right, so basically, this movie took about $60 million to make. Shout out to iPhone, because goddamn, y'all got lucky with this one. Movie ended up making box office about 100 million, 103 to be exact. These people got lucky, because this movie, damn, like you guys cut it close. But yeah, that's pretty much just it. Basic shit. I'm gonna let you take it away from here, my boy. Alrighty, y'all. So 20 years later has a really insanely strong start. That's one of the great takeaways I took from the film. You know, we pretty much get jumped and thrown into the life of this little child who is hiding from the infected and the zombies in like this giant like house full of like neighborhood friends and family. Fortunately, all hell breaks loose, and yeah, you guessed it, they come in. And then after just really just grabbing us pretty much by the throat and throwing us into like this whole world of just messed up, fucked up shit, we pretty much jump into the fact that, hey, we're in for a freaking ride. But yeah, fades into black, and then we finally get introduced to our protagonist, who is this 12-year-old kiddo named Spike, who is going through this whole trial and kind of pretty much coming of age like story where him and all the other like 12 to 14-year-old boys have to go through this island like exercise slash adventure and pretty much come back as, you know, grown men ready to take their place in their society in their like secluded island. Big disclaimer though, I will tell my veteran fans, is that this movie really just leaves open to like interpretation, because there's lots of plot holes in this movie. It's not lore accurate as you want it to be, but it really forces you to pretty much view it as its own thing, like its own like IP, which if that's the case, it really does a pretty damn good job. Yeah, by that I mean it really just brings it back with the protagonist Spike, right? The little kiddo. Basically, it pretty much shows his growth and like his dedication into solving, hey, this is the situation that me and my family are in, and this is where I want to just put my foot down and really just pursue what I need to do, which is, you know, go out into the infested society with all the infected and everything and find the answers he needs. Which is pretty cool, because I like to think a lot of the viewers here, including myself, you know, when, you know, there was an age where we all had to really just grow up and kind of just, you know, put down the Power Ranger in a sense and our toys and trucks and everything, and really just step up and start becoming like, you know, a valuable member in our family. So this movie really hits home with that message and really just puts the viewer in, you know, Spike's shoes and just outlook of life, especially in this really messed up world. Something that to me really doesn't really disappoint is the infected, right? The zombies. You know, this time around they're showing signs of intelligence, they're showing like strategy. You know, there's different species. It really keeps it fresh. You know, there's like a really fast one, a really bulky one, a really fat one. I'll leave out the details, but it really gets really cool and intense, and I think that's something really awesome that the movie really does provide. It shows upgrades, not just society and people growing and adapting, but also the monsters and the creatures. Really, really cool shit. But I mean, yeah, I mean, overall, with said story, said monsters, said atmosphere, and everything, and the fact that you do have to take this movie into consideration and kind of viewing it as its own thing, comes the ending. You know, the ending is one of those if you know kind of thing, which really just brings it down to me, because it's really going to affect the score and really the way people outlook and really look at this film, because it's like, come on, like now we got to do homework. And that's something I feel like movies shouldn't be doing nowadays. It should really just show you, hey, this is the issue, here's the problem, this is how we're going to try to solve it and we're going to roll with it. But sadly, this movie doesn't really do that, and it really makes you do a little bit more research than needed be. But for my veterans out there, if you do the research, it's really worth looking into. It's a little bit funny, but at the same time, it takes some movie from being like a really cool horror, thriller, action, mystery, to just comedy. I'll put it nicely. I'll be nice, y'all, and I'll say comedic ending. But yeah, I mean, overall, the movie's pretty good. It's definitely worth the watch. I wouldn't say it's not worth just throwing away and just forgetting about it. I think it was pretty decent. It did a solid, decent job. But that being said, we're gonna go ahead and bring it down to the ratings right now. We're gonna go ahead and give this movie a solid 3.1 out of 5. Like I said, what really took a damage on the score was the ending, and not just that, but like the fact that you're building up this whole, again, horror, thriller, suspense, drama to just comedy at the end really affects the film, as well as not doing good of a job connecting everything together. It leaves a lot to desire, it leaves a lot of lore. Definitely brings it down another star, you know what I mean? But overall, I do want to give it its flowers because it really deserves it. I could really relate to the character in a lot of ways, and I'm pretty sure a lot of viewers can too. But no, yeah, y'all let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Was the movie worth it? Was it not? Are you gonna give it a shot? Are you gonna give it a look-see? Let me know. Love you guys, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.